In the 15th century, when much of the world was still unexplored, a man named Zheng He emerged in the imperial court of China as one of the greatest admirals in history. He commanded one of the largest naval fleets the world had ever seen and undertook extraordinary voyages to distant and unknown lands. Zheng He was born in 1371 in Yunnan province, China. He was born into a Muslim family and originally named Ma He. In his youth, he was introduced to the court of Yongle, the emperor of the Ming dynasty, due to his exceptional abilities. Soon, he became one of the emperor's closest advisors. Yongle, who intended to demonstrate the power and grandeur of China to the world, decided to send a massive fleet to the seas to establish prosperous trade with other countries and showcase the might of his empire. In 1405, Zheng He embarked on his first maritime voyage. He commanded a fleet of over 300 ships and 27,000 sailors, soldiers, and traders. This enormous fleet set sail from Chinese ports, heading south and west, passing the coasts of Vietnam and Thailand, and reaching the Indian Ocean. They traveled to lands such as India, Sri Lanka, and even East Africa. One of Zheng He's most famous voyages was to the island of Ceylon, modern-day Sri Lanka. During this journey, he met with the King of Ceylon and presented him with valuable gifts. Zheng He also visited the Buddhist temples of Ceylon and established friendly relations with local officials. This voyage not only boosted trade between China and Ceylon, but also facilitated cultural and religious exchanges between the two countries. On another voyage, Zheng He reached the shores of Africa. He traveled to distant lands such as Kenya and Tanzania, where he met with local people. These voyages led to the transfer of valuable products and goods such as ivory, gold, and spices to China, thereby enhancing trade between China and Africa. Zheng He was not only an outstanding admiral, but also a skilled diplomat. In all his voyages, he strove to establish friendly relations with various countries and used the power and grandeur of the Chinese Empire for the benefit of peace and trade. However, after the death of Emperor Yongle, the Chinese court gradually decided to adopt a policy of isolation, and Zheng He's maritime voyages came to an end. Zheng He died in 1433 during one of his maritime voyages and was buried at sea. However, his legacy endures. Zheng He's voyages not only highlight the exceptional naval capabilities of China at that time, but also reflect the spirit of exploration and cultural interaction among nations. The story of Zheng He's life and his maritime voyages remains one of the most remarkable chapters in the history of China and the world.